What happens when old photos suddenly make people angry many years later? And how can something from the past still create shock in the present? And why are so many people arguing loudly over just a few pictures? Because this story has made many people upset, confused, and divided, with some saying it is harmless while others believe it crossed a line. And the name at the center of this storm is Valerie Leon, whose bikini photos have returned to public attention and caused strong reactions from parents, fans, and critics who are all sharing intense opinions. And the reason this story matters is because it is not as simple as it looks at first, since Valerie Leon is a well-known actress and model who became famous many years ago through movies and television where people admired her confidence and screen presence. And during her career she appeared in roles that included bold fashion choices which were common during that time period. But long before social media existed, some photos were taken that are now being shared again online. And these are the bikini photos that have caused the current debate, showing Valerie Leon wearing a bikini during a professional photo shoot with no nudity and nothing illegal. Yet many people feel uncomfortable seeing them, with some saying the photos are too bold and others saying they send the wrong message, while another group argues that the photos were created for adults and should be viewed in that way. And the real issue is not only the photos themselves, but how people are reacting to them now, because one major reason for the outrage is changing times. Since years ago these kinds of images were seen as normal for models and actresses, and fashion media and public standards were very different. But now many people believe public figures should always be careful because parents worry about children seeing such images online, and others believe celebrities should be role models at all times. And because these photos are spreading quickly across social media, they are reaching audiences they were never meant for, which has increased anger and frustration. And the internet reaction has been intense, with some users attacking Valerie Leon and saying she should feel ashamed, while others defend her by saying she did nothing wrong and was an adult who made her own choices. While critics respond by saying that just because something was accepted before does not mean it should be accepted now, turning the internet into a battle of opinions where emotions often replace understanding. And this leads to an important question about fairness, because Valerie Leon did these photo shoots as a grown woman working in an industry where such images were common and accepted. She did not break any laws and did not harm anyone. So many supporters believe it is unfair to shame her years later using modern views, especially when the rules and expectations were different back then. And this controversy raises a bigger issue that goes beyond one person, because it asks whether people from the past should be judged by the rules of the present. And if someone did something legal and accepted years ago, should they face public anger now? Because this situation could happen to many public figures, as old interviews, photos and videos can resurface at any time and cause outrage. And that is why this story matters, since it shows how quickly opinions can change and how powerful the internet has become, where a single image can start a global argument, and a moment from decades ago can affect someone again, forcing people to think before judging and reacting with anger. Because Valerie Leon's bikini photos may seem shocking to some people, while to others they are simply a part of her career, and there is no single correct answer. But one thing is clear, which is that the internet never forgets. And before reacting, it may help to understand the time, the situation, and the person behind the image. So the real question is, what do you think? Are these photos too bold, or is the outrage unnecessary? And sharing your thoughts helps keep the discussion open, and staying until the end means you understand that stories like this continue to appear and remind everyone how quickly the past can return in the modern world.